Oh my god, I wish people gave me a goat when I was anxious.
Oh, have you done goat yoga?
No, I want to.
Guys, do goat yoga. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about episode 3 of Shadow and Bone. Okay, so in this episode we have Alina when she adjusts to life in the palace. And what are our thoughts about this episode?
It was upsetting and frustrating at times, to be honest.
Okay, in what ways?
The one girl.
Genya? The tailor?
No.
Zoya?
Is that the one that
The squalor? Yeah.
That, fights her?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Zoya, we don't like her. She's racist. She's rude. She's jealous. She's making up lies about her, actually getting with Mal, which she did not. She did not, okay? So, I don't like her as a human being in any way. She was throwing too much shade and sass at our girl, Alina. Alina was having such a hard time. I felt so bad for her the entire episode because everyone was just kind of being rude. Everyone was being so mean to her, really pointing out the fact that she doesn't belong or that they don't think she belongs. The one redeeming one where I was kind of somewhat okay with it was Volcra?
Bagra. Volker is the bad things.
Oh,
the bad things.
Bagra.
That's why I was using no, Bagra.
Bagra.
The old woman.
The old woman, yes. Bagra. She was harsh on Alina, but it was okay because she kind of said it in the way of saying you don't think you're the one. And that's why she was mad and annoyed with her. She's like, you don't have the confidence right now. You're not acting like the person that's gonna save everyone right now. So I need you to go next yourself before you come talk to me. Which is completely fair because it's true. It's what Alina needs. Alina needs to have confidence. She needs to figure out how the heck to use her power on her own. And she needs to own the fact that she is different from everybody. And that's okay, and she should be using that to her advantage and basically showing them that she's better than them because she is. Yeah.
I was kind of upset that the show decided to make Zoya racist. Because having read the entire Grishaverse and knowing more about Zoya as a character, I'm not going to give anything away as spoilers. That to me, I have some issues with, but I will be silent for now. But what I do want to talk about, I think, is the the elephant in the room, or rather the goat in the room.
I love the goat so much.
The goat was the goat of this episode.
Well, and Jesper.
And Jesper, yeah.
He was phenomenal in this episode.
Oh my god, he got an emotional support goat, and then he leveled the fuck up and went all Daredevil with his blind shooting. That was awesome.
Yes, it was absolutely beautiful. I loved that entire moment. I was really concerned about the goat up until that point. I had no idea why they brought the goat. I was
I was a little confused too.
I was are they gonna throw the goat into the furnace because they don't have enough coal? Are they gonna throw the goat outside? I didn't think that was a good idea because then you have to open the door, so it just didn't make a lot of sense unless there was some sort of contraption, a trash chute or something. But I was what the heck do they need this goat for? And so the fact that the conductor literally asked them to get a goat so they had an emotional support animal there, that was so beautiful. I was yes. You knew he needed it. You knew it. You saw Jesper and you were oh, that boy's gonna freak out. We gotta get this man a goat. Oh my god, I wish people gave me a goat when I was anxious.
Oh, have you done goat yoga?
No, I want to.
Guys, do goat yoga. What else is there to talk about? Oh, so we have a lot of new characters that show up in this episode. We have Genya, who is the tailor. What did you think about Genya?
Genya's cool. We haven't spent too much time with Genya.
She was just in one scene, and I enjoyed the scene that she was in. She got the racist maid out of there.
Yeah.
Also, I really like that Alina, she is kind of struggling with her identity in some ways. Literally everybody is asking, what are you? What are you? What are you? But I think it was a pretty strong moment when she was don't change my eyes. That was, you know, she's like, she knows that there are parts about herself that she doesn't want to change. The only thing she really wants to change about herself is the fact that she's a sun summoner.
Yeah, yeah. She also didn't want to change her scar because that's like a memory for her.
Yeah,
so
and we didn't see it. We don't know.
We don't know what it is yet. I don't know what it is yet. You probably know what it is, but
honestly, I kind of forgot.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So we'll both find out together.
I'll when I see it, I'll remember and be like, oh yeah, but.
But speaking about the Taylor though, the nice thing about her character is I can see her as being a really good ally for Alina in there. Just because she revealed that like she practically feels like a slave in some ways in the palace. Like she was basically she was gifted. Literally gifted. Like that's not cool. She was gifted to the queen for the purpose
11.
At 11 years old, torn away from her family, gifted to the queen for the sole purpose of making the queen look pretty, like being the queen's plastic surgeon essentially, full time. So that is not great. That's not a great lifestyle to be thrown into.
Yeah, and also let's talk about the queen for a hot second. She fucking she goes, "Oh, can you speak Shu?" This bitch. And then Alina's like, I speak Ravkan, like, hello. Yeah, the racism, like,
strong.
Yeah, like, it's so interesting because this was not a facet in the books at all, but I think it's, like, a really strong element in the show, but they're dealing with it in a really good way, I think.
You have to talk about the cameo.
Oh, yes! So Lee showed up. Lee Bardugo, the author of the Grishaverse. She popped up in a purple kafta because, you know, she's a matriarchy, you know, she made the world. And it was funny because I kept like having, like I was trying to pause to like point and be like, that's Lee. And then she fucking comes up and gives Alina a hug, like just full like, hey, this is a cameo. Yeah. I loved it so much. So some other new characters that popped up, we have Marie and Nadia, who are just kind of Alina's pals in the palace. We have Bagra, who we talked about. We get a little bit of Botkin. He's the fighting instructor.
Oh yes, yes. I liked him.
And the big one that was introduced in this episode is Nina. How do we feel about Nina?
Which one's Nina?
Exactly.
Which one's Nina?
So I was a little miffed with the way that they decided to introduce Nina, because it was a brief thing where it's like, oh, the crows need to find her for like a side quest to get in the palace, but then she gets captured by the Drusilla. Yeah, but you know, because in the books, like you haven't read, but so she gets captured, like when she like stumbles away from her unit and like literally stumbles into a camp of Drusilla and she like tries to pretend that she's not like Ravkan, she's not a Grisha, and then she's captured. And I feel like that, like, it, you know, it felt more natural. This, like, literally, they came out of nowhere, burst into her little room, and, like, snatched her. And they're like, in, like, Ravka, like, fully in Ravka. Like, when Nina was captured, she was, like, on the coast, like, near Fjorda. So, like, that, like, made sense. I don't know why a whole unit of Drusilla were just in, like, like that to me didn't quite make sense, and I think they were just trying to shoehorn her in to fit with the crows, because she ends up in the Six of Crows, and like the part in the season with like her and Matthias, that is like her backstory. So they're showing her backstory now, but like it feels so detached. So I don't know how they're gonna keep it going. Also, it was really hard to hear anything they were saying on the ship to each other. Like, I kind of knew what they were saying, but still, like
I had no idea.
The sound design like in some of the scenes like needs some work.
Yeah, just the levels, the mixing. It's just
like
off.
make the people talking louder.
It's like, why can't I hear
and the other sounds lower.
Lower, so I can understand things and don't have to turn on captions, please. Thank you.
True. So. But what do you think about Nina, like, as a character?
Yeah, I really like her character. I see what you're saying. I was very thrown off by the fact that she was essentially just, like, ambushed in like, an apartment or a hotel room or whatever, as if they were, like, looking for her and searching for her. So I was a little thrown off by that idea, for sure. But she's a very strong character. She's, like, got the whole strong, independent woman vibe, which I love. And she was like willing to put up a fight. You know, she obviously lost the fight, but like even when she was being like taken into the ship and shackled, and like she was still fighting, and like I can tell that she has a lot of like spirit in her. So I'm actually like really excited to see what that character does.
Oh yeah, no, I love Nina. I think she's one of my favorite characters. I just think the way that they introduced her was a little weird. One little thing I did like though, because they have this new character, the conductor, and they had Nina working with him to smuggle out Grisha, who like wanted to escape, and I think that really fits with her character. Like her whole like thing is that she wants to help Grisha and she wants to have them like be normal lives without being hunted. So that like tying those plot threads together really made sense, and I did like that.
Nice.
Okay, and I think that's all we have to talk about for episode 3. I can't think of anything else. So come back for the continued video series for the rest of our reviews.
Yeah.
So bye.
Bye.